welcome back to my channel, guys. So for today's video, everyone, we are gonna be talking about the real reasons of why some Filipinas wants to date or marry a foreigner. Okay, but before I proceed, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and click the notification bell for more videos update. Okay, so let's go to the first reason of why some Filipinas wants to date a foreigner is because of financial security. Okay, so guys, let's just get out of the way and start with the obvious. Okay, so a lot of Filipino women, especially those especially those with inadequate background, guys, when it comes to education, they have this kind of notion that they need to marry a foreign man because they are rich and wealthy enough to change their lives of the Filipina, and they earn more than money than most of the Filipino men here. But unfortunately, guys, Filipino have this kind of mindset, have this kind of mind that is actually deeply rooted to the culture. And they think that the only way for them to earn tons of money is to go abroad, to work there, to marry a foreigner, to date a foreigner, to for them to obtain a work visa or a green card. Okay, and this is actually why this Filipina guys have that kind of impression that all foreign men are actually wealthy enough and that they can have a much better lives by marrying a foreigner or dating a foreigner. So yes, guys, this is actually true. Sometimes Filipino wants to date or marry a foreigner is because they want to improve their financial situations so bad. But I just want to let you know, okay, that not all Filipinas are like this. Not all Filipinas who are dating or marrying a foreigner is because only of the money or because of financial security or because of the wealth that they can take advantage of by dating or marrying a foreigner. But me, guys, I personally believe that there are still a lot of good Filipina out there who is actually dating or talking or marrying a foreigner is because they have that kind of genuine connection. They just feel being loved. They feel genuinely in love with each other, not just because of this kind of, perception, which is some Filipinas are marrying a foreigner because of the money. But in today's video, I just want to focus on the real brutal truths of why some Filipinas wants to marry a foreigner is because, again, for financial reason. And you know what, guys? Some Filipinas actually believe that the easiest and the quickest way for them to escape poverty is to marry a foreigner. And yeah, Filipinos are just generally committed to their families. Okay, and the majority of them, guys, the majority of Filipino or Filipina will go any length to improve their parents or the siblings circumstances, to improve their situation, to improve their lifestyle, and to, they want to marry a foreigner for financial advantage. And you know what? Some Filipina who is actually asked why she chose to marry a foreigner, they would most likely answer that she needs the money, that she wants the money, she wants to improve their life of their family. And yeah, this is actually true. Well, I know some of you, some Filipinas will comment here in this video. We're gonna say, what are you talking about? That is not even true. But you know what, guys? Let's just accept the fact that sometimes Filipinas wanting to marry a foreigner because of this specific reason. But you know what, guys? Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with Filipino or women in general who is wanting to date or marry a guy that is actually a good provider, who has a provider mindset, who is financially stable, who is financially secured. I don't see anything wrong with that at all for me, because of course, women in general actually wanting to be with a guy that is a good provider for her family as well. And I don't I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong for a Filipina or for a woman to have that kind of mindset that she want to marry or date a guy that is financially stable. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be rich to be a millionaire, to be a billionaire, or to be the top one most richest here in the Philippines. I mean, in the whole world. But what I'm just trying to say here is, you know, um, if the only reason of why the girl or the Filipina wants to stay with you, wants to date you, or wants to marry you is just because of your money, or because of your wealth, because of your asset, or because of the things that she can get from you by marrying you, if that's the only reason that she has of why she is still with you, I think that is not a good idea at all. I think that is a huge red flag. That is a huge, huge red flag that you must really need to be very careful of. Okay, you have to be very careful with this kind of Filipina guys, because again, of course, we all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to be respected. All deserve to be appreciated with everything that we have. But then again, for me, it's a both win-win situation for a Filipina and a foreigner, because a Filipina wants to marry a guy who's financially stable, and a foreigner wants to be with a Filipina, especially younger Filipina, who can provide. I mean, who can take care of him, who can provide him a good life by, by having a good time and life and that or whatever. I don't see anything wrong with that, and it's a both win-win situation for me. But then again, it just really depends. It actually just really depends on the situation, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But yeah, again, as what I mentioned, I just want to let you know that not all Filipinas are after your money. Okay, not all Filipinas are after your wallet or after your assets or stuff like that. It's just really a matter of finding the right Filipina, or the right a girl who's worthy of your time, who's worthy of being with you. Let's go to the next reason of why some Filipinas wants to marry a foreigner is because foreign men have different standards of beauty. Okay, this is actually true. And you know what? I think most foreigners find the native beauty of Filipina girls very exotic and very attractive. Unlike the local Filipino men here, guys, they don't see Filipinas who have, I mean, the typical Filipina beauty beautiful, because again, they don't pass that Filipina standard, which is you have to have a lighter skin, a pointed nose, you have to be tall and stuff like that. And I think this is the reason why some Filipinas wants to marry a foreigner, is because of they think that foreigners are not judgmental when it comes to their looks. You know what? You know what? This is so funny because I've heard a lot of bad things about this one coming from the Filipino man. They said that the only reason why that the only reason why foreigners wants to marry a Filipina is because they don't see what they see to the Filipina. Because most foreigners see Filipinas exotic, attractive, and beautiful, which in fact for them, for those Filipino men, they see them as ugly, weird, or stuff like that. These foreign men that they know, they actually admire the tan skin or the morena skin or the darker skin of oriental features of Filipino women. And on the other hand, guys, most local men, Filipino men in the Philippines actually think opposite. They think opposite, guys. And sometimes, here women with light skin, with Western features, are actually preferred over those with native looks by most Filipino men. What I meant by native looks, guys, is again, is what I've mentioned, like, a typical Filipina beauty, like darker skin, morena skin, or yeah, tan skin and flat nose. And you know what? For those Filipino women who have like a strong Filipino physical trait, it's actually difficult for them, or they are having a hard time to look for love among their Filipino men, among the Filipino men here in the Philippines. And guys, some instances actually they face discrimination because of their skin color, which is being morena or tan skin. And yeah, with that being said, it is no surprise, guys, that some Filipinas would prefer to date a foreign man who appreciate their natural feature, their natural beauty, and their skin color, the skin complexion, and stuff like that. The next reason is some Filipinas actually desire of having a mixed race kids or babies. And you know what, guys? The perception of beauty here in the Philippines for many Filipinas is actually to have a blue eyes, blonde hair, whiter skin or lighter skin. And yes, some Filipinas actually even use whitening products or whitening lotion to get their skin even whiter and lighter, because here, guys, the skin color actually signifies your social status, like if you are rich or if you are not, and if you're poor or not. And also, guys, some Filipinas think that if you have like a skin color, a lighter skin color, that you will more likely to have a lot of opportunities when it comes to work and school. Some Filipinas actually think that having a mixed race kids or babies, guys, actually will be able to get all these advantages or benefits as they grow up, as they grow old. Like, for example, if you have a baby with an American man, and then your baby, you can really see that she is really beautiful. She has lighter skin, she has that, she has that kind of beauty. And she grow up, guys, it will be easier for her to find a job, it will be easier for her to get along with people, because if you have like a lighter skin color here in the Philippines, then yes, you can get a lot of attention, you can get more, you are more likely to be entertained by most of the people. So yes, well, this is so bad. This is so very unfortunate, and this is like kind of discrimination. But that is how some Filipinas think. This is also one of the reasons why they prefer to date a foreigner, especially white guys, because again, they want to have a mixed race baby who has a lighter skin, who has exotic beauty than most of Filipino here. Here in the Philippines, there is actually that perception that if you have a mixed race baby boy, they will grow up to be strong, tall, handsome, money, who will have more advantages to get a lot of girls as soon as he grows up. Meanwhile, guys, having a mixed race baby girls are actually also expected to grow up as a very intelligent, sexy, beautiful women, and they are expected by their Filipina mother or parents to win the next Miss Universe crown someday. And I think this is not new to you guys. I think you have heard about this one already, that there is a lot of Filipina who actually won the title of Miss Universe before. They competed with different beautiful women all over the world. But after all, after how many candidates, the mixed race Filipina, the half Filipina, half American, half Filipina, half Australian, half Filipina, half British, who competed for that pageant, which is the Miss Universe, actually won the title among all those beautiful girls. So, this is the reason I think why some Filipinas wants to marry a foreigner, is because they want to have a mixed race baby, because they are expecting to have a kid who will have a brighter future just because of the skin color that they might have, because of the advantages or the benefits that they can have. Okay, so the next reason is it broadens their search for Mr. Right. This is actually true, guys. And yes, some Filipina have their respective minimum standards for their Mr. Right, of course. And you know what, guys? Sometimes these standards actually makes it harder for them to find the right or the perfect Filipino, or to find the perfect guy within locals here in the Philippines. So what they do is to venture out and broaden their research, which includes dating foreign men. So they are just trying to explore to date a fam, or what we call foreign guys. And some Filipinas think actually that dating outside their race actually gives them the opportunity to find someone that they can genuinely connect with. a guy who is, who is compatible with them and who shares the same views and values in life, shares the same mindset, share the same fantasies. And as they say, the broader the search, the better the chances of finding the most suitable life partner.